Well, for more on this, I'm joined from London now by Dr. Ahmed Saber. He's an opposition politician and close confidant of Ayman Noor, leader of the El Ghad party in Egypt. Can I just get your reactions first to the events that we're seeing now, certainly on Al Jazeera, where we have a very quiet, to a certain extent, Tahrir Square, and the possibility of a very large gathering on Friday?
I think that what they call it, it will be the day for him to move to, which I find I don't find any mechanism to make him move. This is my opinion. When I told him today, I spoke to Mr. Ayman, Dr. Ayman today. I tell him, I don't think if we gathering all of us in Tahrir Square, it will be enough to move him. We have to move to another areas. We have to go to surrounded what they call it Republic Palace as a symbol. So they said no, we don't want it to make any conflict between us and his guard or something like it. But I think if we are gathering only, and we said it's enough to gathering all of us on Friday, and we became, even if we are 10 million there, what is the mechanism you make him move?
Sure.
What? So just will keep us in Tahrir Square, and I think it is not enough now. I think you have to go another step.
Well,
we have to go step
let's just talk about these steps, Doctor. Let's just talk about steps. Muslim Brotherhood, Mr. Mohammed al-Baradei's groups, all saying nobody's speaking to the Vice President. So who is he speaking to? Is he speaking to your group?
No. All of them. We have in Egypt 23 parties.
So all I'm asking then, if he's not speaking, if he's not speaking to this 10-group committee that I believe was formed to negotiate with the incumbent cabinet, who is the Vice President speaking to if he's not speaking to one of these groups?
You have to ask him this question, because we asked him as well this question. All of us, we agree today that there is no negotiation. There are a difference between dialogue. If he wants to make dialogue between us and him, it's okay. But negotiation, it is another philosophy. So what he said that he make negotiation with the opposition party, which is not correct. We said that there are 23 parties in Egypt. All of them, they are come within the regime. So we don't trust in them. Our experience with almost of them is not, we have a very bad experience. So I understand that the main party there, all of them, to reject any negotiation with Mr. Omar Suleiman or General Omar Suleiman.
Okay, well, if we have this impasse,
Muslim Brotherhood, sorry?
So no, I was going to say, if we have this impasse, Doctor, and we have an international audience watching now, wondering what the next step is. You have a Prime Minister who says, and a Vice President in Egypt who say they would like to talk to the opposition, and we have, at the moment, a large grouping of the opposition saying we will not talk to you until the President steps down. Who is going to break first? What's going to happen for you to actually sit down at a table with the government?
Okay, the situation now, or the main problem that Mr. Mubarak, he has to leave, he has to go. He said he is fed up and he doesn't want to stay. It is very difficult for me to believe what he said now, because before he said, I will stay until the last pulse in my heart. This is what he said. Now he said another thing. And he said that he is afraid from Muslim Brotherhood, which it is difficult for me as well to believe it, because Mr. Mubarak, he cannot guarantee that he will live forever. So someday he will disappear. He is 86. And for us, we said he has to move now, because he exists now, it is making us very confused. So Mr. Suleiman, we don't know what is his authority. Is Mr. Mubarak, he hand over all his power or not? This thing is really very, very complicated situation. So if he goes, so at least when we talk with Mr. Omar Suleiman, he had the power to talk with us as a president, or at least he is the vice president, but he had all the authority to talk with us. But even if we talk with us, and Mr. Mubarak, he reject all what we are saying.
Okay.
So why is the point? What is the point to talk with him? Okay, Mr. Mubarak, he is there. If Mr. Mubarak move, I think the situation will be more comfortable for all of us.
I think you've stated that very well for us. Now, sir, you're based in London. You have many supporters, obviously, in Egypt. How many of your supporters do you expect to be at the day of departure march on Friday, and how are you actually communicating with them? Are you able to use your mobile phones to get the message across?
No. We are not. I'm not here to let the people move in Egypt. No. We have some effect, but we are not who make the change. Who they are make the change, the people already in Egypt. Here, just we give them some support. That's it. So we cannot jump for all the things. The people already in the street, they have the power to make the change. For us, we just have some effect. We have some psychological support. We can support them, not more than this. I don't like to jump over the people. They are already suffering there. They are struggling, and we say that we can do a lot of things instead of them. We cannot swap our job description. There they have their job, and here in England we have our job as well. We are just supporter for them.
Okay.
It should be very clear for everybody.
Okay, well, there for the moment, Dr. Ahmed Saber there from the Al-Ghad Party. No, we do understand. Thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate putting your point of view across. Thank you.
Welcome, sir. You are welcome.